falsifying the figures and said they had proof that some of the tenants had paid no rent for more than 5 years. A spokesman for the Liberal Democrats...
And it'll get a lot nastier in the run-up to the election, thanks to our American friends. And if you ever wear a baseball hat backwards, I'll disinherit you. Don't go away. Oops. Oh, Emily.
Hello, Ken. I'm going into town later, and I wondered if there's anything you need.
What you really mean is you wondered how we're coping.
Since you ask. Hello. Hello, darling. How are you?
Oh, we're doing fine. Just fine. And he's besotted with Kelly, aren't you?
What about you?
Bit young for me.
I admire what you're doing, Ken. We all do, but you should have some life of your own outside these four walls.
Keeping tabs on me now.
All I'm saying is, if ever you want to go out, meet friends, I'd be more than happy to babysit.
Oh, thanks, Emily, but I'm quite content to stay in with a good book. It's bliss to have a bit of peace and quiet.
Well, you know where I am?
Right next door.
Yes. Bye. Bye-bye, darling.
Bye, Emily.
Hiya, come on in. I'm nearly ready. Oh, hi. Right, if you've come to catch some breakfast, I've no bacon, but I can do some eggs.
No, Mum. We've come to try and talk some sense in you.
Right, we're not arguing my dad's been a wally. But this divorce thing's going a bit over the top.
He could have killed me.
Yeah, but he didn't know, did he? You can't divorce someone over some bruises.
Oh, so you think it's all right to hit your wife? I'm sure Vicky will be delighted to hear that.
Mum, that's not what Steve meant.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Mum, the guy was provoked, wasn't he?
I was asking for it. Is that what you're saying?
No, but you were messing around with another fella, weren't you?
Steve, shut up! Mum, we just want you to have a look at what you're doing before it gets too late.
It was too late years ago.
Hiya.
Hi, come on in, Bill.
Ta.
Right.
Hello, what the night, Bill.
There's these here, and then there's just one more upstairs.
Just a minute. What's all this? Is all this my dad's stuff?
Yeah, it is. I've asked Bill to save it for him until he gets back.
Look, Liz, I'm not too sure about this.
Well,
you know,
it's either that or the charity shop, Bill.
Mum, what's happened to you?
I've put up for 20-odd years with his violent temper. I've been beaten up. I've been publicly humiliated. I've gone from running my own pub to working as a part-time barmaid for the Duckworths. Now I've even lost that job as well, all down to him. Does that answer your question? Right, I'll fetch the other bag.
This wallpaper's terminally boring. You're not keeping it, are you?
Tony, when you finish doing that, can you help me move the bed nearer to the window? And yes, I am going to keep it until I can afford to redecorate, OK?
For all her cracked on to be trendy, she ain't half old-fashioned. My Auntie Brenda's got one of these and she's about 102.
Hey, wow, it could be an antique. Let's get it valued.
I'd get it to a car boot sale more like. Oh, and as for this, sling it.
I will sling you in a minute. I thought you were supposed to be helping me.
Oh, not good enough. She kicks me out, but she expects me to titivate a new nest as well.
I do not expect you to do anything you offered. Look, if all you can do is criticise, then you're more used downstairs opening up, all right?
Look, I'll have to be off and all. I'll fetch the rest round at dinner time.
All right, you're a star, Eric.
You can show your gratitude later, Middleton. Tell you what, I'll fetch some grub round and a bottle and we can really christen the joint.
Hey, yeah, and bring some monkey mates round and all, and we can have a party.
I don't think so.
Yes, this is just the two of us.
Charming.
Actually, it's just the one of us. Don't ask me why, but I just kind of want to be on my own tonight. Look, we'll do something really good together tomorrow, all right? Yeah?
Yeah.
She wants some chocolate buttons and, I can't read her writing.
Oh, it's jelly babies and an assortment of novelty bars. Vera sends Tommy a little parcel every now and again so that he won't forget her. It's sad, really.
Only in Blackpool.
That's for £4.20, please. Well, she misses him, you see, because she did bring him up after his mummy died. Well, you'd miss your grandchildren.
If I ever have any, which is highly unlikely, the way those two are shaping.
Well, it broke her heart when he went to live with his other grandparents after Terry came out of prison.
Oh, I must have done. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Nice one, Wilton.
What?
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Vera might not want her new char knowing her private business?
Oh, she knows about Terry.
Does she?
Well,
Hello. I'm not stopping. I just want you to make a diary note for Wednesday week. We've been invited to the Square Dealers Ladies' Night. It's a group of influential businessmen who raise funds for charity. Black tie, very exclusive.
Oh, we girls don't often get a chance to dress up, do we, Rita?
No, we don't. Ju's been in bother, but she's never been inside. Leastways, not so far.
Who's been mouthing off?
Oh, it's all right. I don't hold no judgments, me.
Look, he just had a bit of bad luck out, Terry. He's no criminal.
It's the real villains what get away with it these days. I mean, you only have to look at how decent folk, who's only defending their own property, end up having to pay compensation to the yobs what's tried to rob them.
Well, I'm not saying he's a saint.
They all give you heartache one way and another. Me, I wanted this sweet little lass, you know, I could dress up in pretty frocks. Look at her. Wears flaming bother boots and got a gob on her bigger than Mersey Tunnel. I only have to say one word and it's, ma'am, keep your nose out. Only not so polite.
Yeah. It's a good job we can't see into the future, eh, Cork? Human race would die out.
Yeah, come in. No need to knock, love.
I never used to.
Thought you were June with me morning coffee.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Well, you haven't. So, how are you?
Don't look so embarrassed. I didn't expect you to trot over the road with a bunch of grapes and a get well card. At least, not while he was around.
I heard he'd gone to Ireland. You okay now?
Well, apart from being flat broke and out of work.
Well, what about the Rovers?
Me and my bruises give the place a bad image, apparently. Me giving the Duckwoods a bad image. You can't think much lower than that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's rough.
So, I was wondering if there's anything going here for experienced counter staffers used to slave wages.
Not serious.
Perfectly.
That's how the trouble started, me and you working together.
Well, because of Jim. He's out of the picture now.
For how long?
Permanently, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry I've got this wrong, haven't I?
It's just that...
I thought we had something going. Obviously not. It was just a joke to you.
No.
Des, I'm only asking for a job, not a relationship. I thought maybe you owed me that.
Look, I'm sorry that you're in a mess, I truly am, but when you left, Sean took on June. I can hardly
Yeah,
tell...
it's all right. Forget it. My mistake.
Hey, how's Kelly doing?
Oh, splendidly, but I don't like to leave him all day.
Do you ever get out?
Hi. I get out all week.
No, I mean in the evenings.
Why is everyone suddenly so concerned about my social life?
Because you've suddenly taken on a big responsibility.
No more than any other single parent.
Yeah, but most of them manage to have some sort of life of their own. Tricia Armstrong certainly does.
Well, maybe if I was a flighty blonde, I might... Oh, thank you. I might too. As it is, I'm just a miserable old beggar who likes his own company.
It's just not healthy for you or Daniel.
That's your diagnosis, is it, Doctor? I'm sorry. That was not called for. As it happens, some colleagues have asked me to go to the theatre tonight.
Well, go. I'll babysit.
Then you'll be on your own.
Yeah, but I'm not a miserable old beggar, am I? Yeah, besides, I'm not as tired as you are. I can go out on the Raz any time.
Right. Come round about 7 then?
Fine.
Thank you.
See you, Bill.
See you. Yeah, ta-ra.
Here she is, the 90s answer to Mr. Teasy Weasy.
Mr. Who?
Oh, he's a celebrity hairdresser, love. Yonks ago. Couldn't hold a candle to you.
Is that a subtle sort of an olive branch, then?
It's a whole flaming tree, so long as you're speaking to me.
Look, it should be the other way round. I have no right whatsoever to ask you for that loan.
Well, I'm glad we got that settled. I wouldn't want to end up with a Mohican next time I come in for a trim.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. I want to make an appointment for the 20th and hair and nails. And I might even go mad and have a facial.
Cinders is going to the ball.
Oh.
Anyway, have you settled in yet?
Oh, more or less. My first priority is getting the salon the way that I want it. Oh, that's a point. You're both invited to the relaunch party on Friday. Hoping the press will send some photographers as well.
Oh, do you hear that, Mavis? We will end up on the front cover of the Sunday mags. Mavis and Reet nibble elegantly on a canapé. Paparazzi will go cracker.
See you later.
Oh, bye.
Talking of crackers, tell me, Norris, is it really Norris, or weren't Vicar a bit mutton deaf?
No, it wasn't a mishearing for Morris. We've been through all that. Your friend here will have a little joke, won't she?
I was going to say Horace. I can see him as Horace, can't you? Norris as Horace.
Norris with an N, as it will duly say on your invitation, Mavis.
Another one? What is it with you today?
What invitation's this?
Square Dealers Ladies' Night. Did Dad not tell you I've asked you to be my guests?
You have?
Well, strictly speaking, we have, Angela and I. Look, she's so looking forward to seeing you again. It promises to be a delightful evening, don't you think?
Delightful.
Now then, can I help you?
Eh?
Well, mine hostess here decided that the Yanks can teach us something about friendly service. Do you want any dinner or what?
Cheese salad for me, please. I'm under strict instructions to save myself for Mr. Sugden's steak and kidney tonight. And you're very welcome to join us, Deirdre.
Oh, thanks, Emily, but I can't, actually. I was going to go to aerobics with Liz, but Ken's just asked me to babysit.
Really? When was this?
Well, just now. I don't think he gets out much lately.
I see.
Emily, what about your salad, love?
Changed my mind.
Oh.
I did tell you we were invited. I came in the shop specifically.
Yes, but you didn't tell me who by.
Did I not?
No.
Well, I don't like the idea any more than you do, Mavis. But I could hardly refuse, could I?
If I'd known I was going to have to spend the evening in the company of that woman, I would never have agreed to go.
Besides, it'd be a plus for me, contact-wise, to be asked to join the Square Dealers. Networking's the buzzword.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't talk jargon.
Perhaps I shouldn't talk at all. Everything I say is wrong.
Very well. I will take my frilly chiffon to the dry cleaners. I'm certainly not going to fork out for a new frock just to be seen once every blue moon.
Oh, the eternal female problem, eh? What to wear. And Angela's having an away day. It's Knightsbridge for her gown.
Well, fortunately, we're not all fashion victims.
Oh, we're such a misery, Mavis. Why not go with her? Have a girl's day out.
I don't think so. Excuse me, I have to get back to work.
Oh, he wasn't unpleasant. That's not his style, is it? But he made it very clear he wasn't interested in any context. It flaming hurt.
Don't blame yourself. It's the way Des is. I mean, look at some of the others before you. Lisa, Tanya. I gather he was still sniffing round Raquel when she was first engaged to Curly. He's the type that's only interested when they've got someone else.
What bugs me is how hoity-toity she's got. I mean, we're not good enough for an outset fetching Karen.
Rubbish.
Look how she blanked you when you wanted to see her tonight.
It's her first night on her own. She's just got to try and find her feet.
Well, you can always come round to mine. I'm not too stuck up to share a takeaway with a mate.
Oh, not a good idea, love.
This is a private conversation.
Well, you see, I had this girl who lived here once. Oh, right little madam. She moved in on her pal's boyfriend and all hell broke loose. And I'm not risking my fixtures and fittings for a second time.
Just because I'm your tenant, it don't give you a right to run my life.
No, but it does give me the right to tell you to find somewhere else to live it.
I really appreciate you doing this.
Well, when it first happened, I thought to myself, don't get involved. Steer well clear. But...
Mates, eh?
Well, you got involved when I needed help. Anyway, you look very smart.
Oh, you have to make the effort, even if you don't much feel like it. Right, well, make yourself at home. Silly thing to say.
Enjoy yourself. Don't rush back.
Right.
You see, it sounds soft, but... Well, they've just always been there, haven't they?
And I bet Wills and Harry said the same thing, mate.
Yeah, let's face it, we're the products of a broken home.
Stupid they are, the pair of them. It's such a waste.
Yeah, well, try telling them that.
But what do we know, eh? It's their war. We just happen to be the casualties.
Hiya. Saw the light on. Just want to know if anyone fancied a beer.
Not with you, pal, no.
Fair enough.
It wasn't his fault, Steve. Not all of it.
Do you think it was ours?
What?
Well, you know, we're giving him a bit of grief in the past, haven't we?
You know, it's not true what they say about you, Steve, just being self-centred. Because you're sentimental and self-centred, aren't you? We probably haven't helped, you're right, but... no. They sown the seeds of their own destruction, mate, a long time ago. Like we all do.
Cheerful little soul, aren't you?
Oi, listen, I can do you some succulent minced steak cooked in its own juices under a golden crust of morning gathered King Edwards. Shepherd's pie.
So when is the grand opening of the new Baldwin sweatshop then?
Oh, I'm too busy grafting the party, darling.
No?
We might crack a bottle of bubbly between the two of us.
Hey, the four of us. I mean, if it wasn't for Gail and her brother, you wouldn't be having a new sweatshop, would you?
High-tech production outlet, if you don't mind. I suppose you do deserve a finder's fee. Packet of cheese and onion crisps suit you.
Oh, hi. Hiya. Yeah, I should do that, you know, get some proper exercise.
Oh, nothing like a good workout gets rid of the tension. Or so they tell me.
Look, I'm popping over to the Rovers. Do you fancy joining me?
No thanks. I'll give it a miss. I think I've been whispered about enough for one day. Although, you could join me at my place if you like. I've got a bottle of something or other in the fridge.
All right, yeah, thanks. I like that.
Great. Come on then.
Can I go?
Hey, you're back early.
Yeah, don't let me interrupt.
No, I've seen it. So, how was your play?
I didn't go. Drink?
No, thanks. I've just had a coffee.
No, I mean a proper one. I am.
Oh, go on then. Just a small one. So, what did you do?
I went to a film. Big mistake.
Oh, full of blood, violence and bad language.
Like school. No, actually, it was quite witty. Only no one to share the jokes with. Brought it home.
Well, maybe you should have gone with your colleagues after all.
Well, to be honest, I ducked out because they're all 30-something and I've had enough of 30-something.
Ken, I came here to babysit, not to...
Be my therapist, no, fair enough.
Get involved with your problems. I've got my own. Tell you, if you're feeling sorry for yourself, be warned, I can beat your hands down.
Anyway, I've no right to whinge, really. It's no Denise, but I've got Daniel. Been a hell of a lot worse off the other way around.
She could be unpredictable.
It's ironic, really. I only got involved with her because I was lonely. Here I am, back at square one.
But you've got your friends.
You've got friends. Are you lonely?
Point taken.
No, being single has its drawbacks. And it's not exactly the ideal environment for a child to grow up in.
Daniel's fine.
No, maybe, but he's too young to realise that he's living in a so-called dysfunctional household.
You're not thinking that he'd be better off with her, are you?
Well, at least there are two of them, and she's young enough to have another child, a pucker nuclear family. But no. There's something basically twisted about Ms. Osborne. And that's quite apart from the fact that she dumped me for somebody else.
You dumped me for someone else years ago. And look at us now. Still mates.
Well, that says a hell of a lot more for you than it does for me.
I'm no saint. But I just need someone in my life that I can be dead honest with. Rant and rave and moan at, be my most horrible self with. And funnily enough, that's you.
It's mutual, funnily enough. Another small one.
All by yourself, love.
Losers usually are, Vera.
You a loser? Give over. There's dozens of girls who'd give the right arm.
Yeah, well, it usually costs them a sight more than that if they get involved with me.
Well, but you said you weren't getting a new dress. It was a waste of money.
Maybe I've changed my mind.
Quite right. Wish somebody'd give me the chance to lash out on a posh frock.
Ta-ta! Have a nice day!
Yeah, that's quite enough, Elizabeth. These gentlemen, I think we've gone balmy.
Well, it was your idea.
Well, will happen it were a bad one, eh? I'm not inflammable, you know.
And then when I phoned Tony to tell him to come round, he'd only gone out.
Well, how inconsiderate.
It's the first time that I've ever lived on my own. So.
Me too. Went straight from my mum and dad's to marrying Jim. I must have been insane. Why didn't I go away and get a life before I settled down?
Why didn't you?
A little matter of finding I was pregnant. Girls have more sense these days.
Oh no, don't you believe that?
Well, you've got more sense. I really admire you.
Me? Why?
Well, look at you. You what?
20.
Own business, independent, in control.
Yeah, but that's more accident than design. It could have been very, very different.
If Steve hadn't married Vicky. Sorry.
It's okay.
I like Vicky. She's a nice girl. But I'd rather have had you for a daughter-in-law. But if you ever tell anybody I said that, I'll spread it round that all your customers go bald.
Look, I'm really sorry about what happened, you know, with you and Jim. I really wanted to come round and say something, but...
What do you say?
Yeah. I think the thing that makes it worse is that I actually like Jim.
So did I once. I used to worship the man. Now I don't even like him, let alone love him.
You're saying that you hate him?
It'd be easy if it were that simple. Do you hate Steve?
Yeah, I suppose you can't switch off that easily, can you? Doesn't matter how bad they treat you.
Steve and his dad are exactly the same. You fall for that little boy charm and then wham. They don't mean to hurt you, but... Anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
I am on top of the world.
Save a space for me up there, right?